So I know it's the end of the comp season, but I figured I might as well just tell you this right now. I got to Master, and I'm going to tell you how to get to Gold, Diamond, and Master. Next season I am going to go for Grandmaster, but right now I am actually Master. Tomorrow's the end of the comp season, and I'm going to get a gold Lucio gun. Lucio's going to be my second gold gun. Ana's my first, Lucio's my second. But I'm going to explain to you how to get out of each and every tier of the gold, platinum, diamond, and master. Because I went from gold to master in the matter of one season, but it did take me a while. My friend went from platinum to master in the matter, or not platinum to master, platinum to diamond in a matter of a season, but another one of my friends also got from gold to master, and I congratulate them on each and every one of their climbing and all that. I want to tell you the easiest characters to climb. I want to also tell you who you should play in terms of what roles on each tier, and yeah. Okay, so let's get started. If you get placed in gold, the characters you want to play are punishing type characters. Anyone who can pick off anyone. Because gold players like to stagger. And stagger is when they're away from their team, far away by themselves, and cannot protect themselves or get out whatsoever. Now, this is simple. Characters that can punish are simply Symmetra, Ana, Hog, Diva, May, Junkrat, Tracer, Soldier, and Pharah. All of those characters are great for punishing any type of scattered or staggered people, and this is really good. And allowing you to get yourself those picks will allow your team fighting to increase more. I got to platinum within the matter of about 3 or 4 days after I did my placement matches, which I think was pretty satisfying in my opinion. And I actually liked it. My original goal for this season was platinum, so I learned from how to go from gold, how to climb out of gold. People who can kill staggering people are great. They're fantastic for punishing those people. The character I played the most before I even main support was Genji, but it wasn't that simple. It wasn't that simple, so I played a lot of Hog. So playing a lot of Hog it's the easiest to pick, a very well known pick, and a fundamental for any type of gold. He doesn't take much aiming. He has two firing types, which is a medium range and a short range shot, and he has his heal, so it allows gold players to actually climb with the help of Hog. But if you're a support character, my recommendation is Zenyatta. Zenyatta and someone else, Symmetra, but I don't classify Symmetra as a support. But she still punishes, and that's the good thing about Symmetra. Okay, so let's take a look on how to climb out of platinum. This was the hardest one. Like this was the hardest thing for me to climb out, and it's pretty simple. Why? You still have to play people who can punish any staggered people or people who are not behind a run shield. You're gonna see more Ryans, you're gonna see more Hogs, and you're gonna see more Widowmakers, and you're gonna see more Genjis, and you're gonna see more bad, and you're gonna see more good. And how is this gonna help? Well, first of all, what I did was I had a 6-stack. Now, if you can't find a perfect 6-stack, it's fine. It's really just fine. But I recommend from 2500 up to 27 or 2800 to solo queue. Why? Well, it's not just solo queuing. It's in the morning. If you do not have school, you can solo queue for an hour or two. If you can do this all the time, and you will get placed with high diamonds, low masters, people like that. Platinums can get placed into that, and they can actually get carried and get a lot of SR. A guy I played with, he was on a Smurf account. I played with him in a match, and you know what he got? He got 80 SR just from beating a Grandmaster, and it was so cool to watch him go from 2950 up to 3030, and it was amazing. And allowing to go in the morning with solo queue. And he wasn't solo queuing, he was with the second one, but he was super low diamond, like 3013. And it gave him the competitive points. Going into the morning, matching up against Grandmasters and top 500, but at the same time having those Grandmasters and top 500s on your team is gonna help you more than anything. You might not play your best, and you shouldn't be playing a super impactful character. And this is where the character selection of Platinum comes out. Now, if you have good aim, if you know for a fact that you have a good aim and good tracking, play a hit scan. Okay, projectiles don't really work out unless they're a very impactful character. I got out of Plat when the triple tank meta was a thing. I didn't play tank. I never played tank. I didn't play a single tank. I played supports. Who has the least amount of impact on a game? Or who do you have to play at your least potential? Lucio. Lucio is so good for climbing out of Plat. It's not even funny. Lucio, so if you get matched up with these top 500s, go Lucio. Go a healer that doesn't require much aim, doesn't require a lot to play. Mercy or Lucio, one of those two. And it's gonna provide you a lot for the team while you have to play minimal potential. You have to play at your minimal. So, yeah. Now, if you do not want to play support, which I understand, no one plays support in this game, a tank I would highly recommend you to play is Reinhardt. Once again, you have to kind of do something, but you're there. Okay, that's the good thing about Reinhardt. It allows you to hold L2 or your right click, and it allows you to put up your shield. It allows you to secure more, and allows you to protect your team, providing a lot for it with minimal effort. Now, if you do not like Reinhardt, which a lot of people do not like Reinhardt for whatever reason, D.Va is your go-to. D.Va has the 2 lives mechanism. Both have significant damage. You have her defense matrix, which is basically a wannabe Rein shield. You also have the infinite ammo, allows you to just hold down and continuously fire. And you also have your boosters, which allows you to get to somewhere faster and kill. Passive eject is already her ultimate of self-destruct. You need to do well placements, but if you're a noob D.Va, if you don't play a lot, then all you gotta do is just release the ult and clear the area. This will allow the enemies to get staggered, and this allows for your entire enemy team to go without much risk. Her call mech also does environmental damage, which allows them to knock them off the map. I do not recommend you to play Widow or Genji if you do not know how to play them. Okay, I see a lot of people go into that. Defense heroes, I would recommend Mei and Torb. Torb only for 2 CP and maybe Numbani and Eichenwald. For offensive heroes, I recommend mastering Soldier's burst fire technique. I also recommend mastering I recommend Pharah, Soldier, and maybe Tracer. All 3 of those characters have a big impact on the game without having much. It's really useful and all that. Okay, a soldier has the DPS. Farah has the mobility to do the damage. She does 120 damage per direct hit, and Tracer provides the flank and the stall, and she provides a good amount of DP or damage per clip. This is really good, and it allows you to have much more diverse fire, and allows you to pretty much win the game easily. Okay, so now that you have officially climbed out of Platinum, with either one of the 4 roles, let's talk about Diamond and how to get out of Diamond. This one is a bitch. Now let's show you my career profile for Diamond. So I have 58 hours of Lucio, and I finally got to Master, and I will always love it. I have 267 wins with 58 hours on Lucio, 23 hours on Ana, 10 hours on Zen, Rhine, Mercy, Road, etc. Now, climbing out of Diamond isn't as simple as picking Lucio this time. They're going to be better at aiming. They're going to be better at more team cooperation. And they're going to provide much more than a simple Platinum. So how are you going to get out of this? Well, let me introduce you to a new comp called the Dive Comp. A lot of people don't use the Dive Comp. It's really honestly underestimated. And yeah. Let's be honest here. No one uses the Dive Comp.
Pardon me.
And so the people are necessary for a Dive Comp: 2 healers, 2 tanks, 2 offense. This is for attack, obviously. So the 2 tanks you're gonna want are a Zarya and a Winston. The next 2 healers you want is Lucio and Zen, and for offense, Tracer and Genji, or one of the 2 and a soldier. It's gonna help a lot. So if you don't like playing Tracer and Genji, have one person go Tracer or Genji. I recommend Tracer, but Genji is also good for the flank, and Soldier for the main DPS to help tear down that enemy Reinhardt shield more. Winston, you want to, once Zarya bubbles you in, you need to jump in there and play as a team. So jumping in there, when the Zarya bubbles you, Zarya's going to get more damage out of it, you're not going to die, and you have the Winston bubble. So once you get on the point, put down that Winston bubble, stay in the bubble, and go for some kills on the supports or the squishies. Now that now that the Genji or Tracer knows that you're diving in, they're going to flank off to the left or right, and what this is going to do is it's going to provide you a lot. So the Tracer and Genji are going to go for the back line kills. Now if you do have a Tracer and a Genji, I recommend one of the 2 flank, have 1 or 2 people get baited into there, and then the Tracer or Genji go in after the first flanker. So what I'm trying to say is, we're going to pick Tracer real quick. We have a Dive Comp. Enemy Reinhardt's there, and maybe Roadhog, or just another DPS, maybe a Soldier. Tracer's going to flank over here. Soldier is going to come right here, trying to kill the Tracer. Next thing you know, Genji's going to come out of this room, flank to where the Soldier is, and do a quick kill on him. Once you get that, you are down to it. They are down a man, 6v5, while the Winston's in there battling for his life, killing people, probably the supports, and he probably gets a pick by now. That's a 6v4. Okay, now, that first pick, Lucio, you want to speed boost in there. You want to speed boost as fast as you can and get to the point. Your entire team is now going to collapse with the 2 flankers going in from the back line onto the point, while you have the Winston already on the point. The Zarya, the Zen, and the Lucio are all 3 coming onto the point, fighting as a team. Now, what should Zen do? What is Zen's purpose? Zen's purpose is to put discords on the healers or harmonies on the backline flankers. This is going to help them with their survivability, especially if there's only 1 backline flanker. You need to put that harmony on him. Maybe the Winston if there's 2 backline flankers. Now, that's the Dive Comp. The Dive Comp is super simple, but it's pretty hard to pull off in my opinion. So let's recommend you a different type of comp. Now in Diamond you're going to see a lot of people throw. What do I recommend in Diamond? Running a 2 stack. That's how I got to master, and that's how I climbed my way up the ranks. And it's so useful to run a 2-stack. So, what should I run? Well, definitely a flanker. A flanker is gonna help a lot, so a Tracer or a Genji. A Reinhardt for basic needs, a Hog for picks, and maybe a Mercy or an Ana, and then a Lucio or a Zen. Or you can combo with Lucio and Zen. Lucio and Zen are such a great combo for healers. For the offense, you obviously decided on a flanker. Now you're going to go for a soldier. That's a basic comp. You're going to rip down the Rhine shield, and you're going to win that fight with all the damage you're going to do to that shield. You're going to win the shield fight. Hog's going to hook the hook the Rhine, or if there's anyone out of the Rhine shield, hook him, pick him down to a 6v5. That's basically it. A 2-stack, I always ran a 6-stack. I ran a 6-stack when I got up to 3300, but I started running a 2-stack by the time I got to 3400. That's how I got to master. Running these compositions are actually a bigger impact than you think. If you think that these aren't going to affect the game at all, you are completely wrong. These comps are especially good. Now, I've seen plenty of good Widows, but I've also seen plenty of Widows who were throwing. I had a on my team once who decided to go Widow, and he did really good. But at the same time, I've matched up against him next game, and he decided to throw for me, and I got so happy, I got so excited. But I also felt bad because I was going against my friend's friend, and yeah. So that's how to get out of Diamond. Just run good team composition and a good amount of communication. You don't need too much. And that's how I went from Gold to Master this season on competitive season 3. It's going to be hard. It's going to be extra grindy, but the easiest way I can say, it's so easy to climb as a support, but it's also easy to climb as a DPS. It's also easy to climb as a tank. It's also easy to climb as a Widowmaker if you're good. But do not throw. If you want masters, you need to go the needed comps, because if you do not go the needed comps, well,
experience tranquility.
It's not gonna go well. You need masters. You need to go the needed comps. Now, maybe next season I'll show how to get out of master to grandmaster, and then we'll finish off our series there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I finally got master. What rank did you guys climb out of, and what's your highest rank in the season? Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, possibly subscribe. It'd make my day. Peace out.